CEO Ronald Hickler from Create the Difference. We're going to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that go on while you're bowling. We got 3 bowling balls here that have not been used, and then we've got a couple of bowling balls that have been used. And I got my man Dustin Zander. He's going to throw some shots for us with a couple of bowling balls that he's got drilled up. Now we're going to check the surface of each of these bowling balls really fast here. So we're going to put the scanner on there and see what we get. This bowling ball is stable, and what that means is that bowling ball is at 4,700 grit. It's not going to change any more than that. This bowling ball over here is actually at 500. So you got 2 different surfaces. Obviously, this is a urethane ball. This is a reactive ball, but all bowling balls will end up going to stable as you use them. So Dustin's going to go ahead and throw the Motiv Venom Shock for us for a little bit here. And we're going to talk a little bit about kind of what we see and a little bit about some of the things that actually go on with your bowling ball and your bowling ball reaction as you're bowling. So we're going to have him throw some shots for us. And we're going to use clutch and Specto to help as well. We'll clear that shot off, have him throw it again. So he's going to wipe the ball off. Now he's wiping the bowling ball off with a brand new band pad, as you can see. Look, so the oil that's on there, one wipe, and he's able to get that oil off the bowling ball. See how he got that oil off the bowling ball really quick? Now, you say, why is that so important? Well, I'm going to tell you why it's important. It's important because if you're not wiping the oil off your bowling ball, your reaction's going to change. Now, some say, well, I don't know how much it's going to change. And I can understand that question. It's a very valid assumption, but here's the truth. If you're wiping your bowling ball off, this is what the pad looks like. If you're not wiping the bowling ball off, this is what the pad looks like. So regardless of whether or not you believe there's a difference, there obviously visually is a difference in the amount of dirt that you're going to be able to wipe off the bowling ball by using a CTD band pad. Now, once again, there's oil on the ball. He's able to hit it once and get that oil clean off the ball. That is one of the benefits of that product. It uses a textured microfiber to basically get in there and aggressively wipe that oil off quickly and effectively. So just have him throw some shots. Once again, wiping that bowling ball off very clearly with the band pad. Now, Dustin prefers to use a textured microfiber side, but there also is another side you can use. The back side is actually a leather, right? It's a leather like a chamois. So if you're interested in wiping your bowling ball off with leather chamois material, you can do that too. Now you say, man, you got these 3 bowling balls here. What are they here for? What is the purple hammer here for? Why did you do all this? So we're gonna have him throw one more shot with the VAM pad and the Venom Shock. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about kind of what we're doing here. You know what, since we're not using lane 2, we can actually light that lane up too. Get a little more light out there. All right, so we want him to throw a strike. That's close. Just like that on command. Now we're gonna leave that there. Now what I'm gonna have him do is we're gonna have him bring that bowling ball back here, and we're just gonna sit and look at it for a second. So we're gonna bring that bowling ball back. We're gonna take it, we're gonna face the oil lines kind of up. We're gonna set it right here. We're gonna kind of watch and look at this bowling ball. Now you can kind of see, watch as the oil will absorb into the bowling ball, but something to think about. The bowling ball has this oil on it, and if it sits long enough, it'll be able to absorb that oil. The real problem you get into is if the ball doesn't get a chance to sit. But think about that for 2 seconds. When would a bowling ball not really have a chance to sit if you're bowling lead? Well, primarily when that would happen would be in the 10th frame, right? Because let's say you've got the front 9 strikes in a row as an example, and you're coming up for your 10th shot, that ball's had to sit once again for all your other teammates to be finished bowling. But that 10th, 11th, and 12th shot is kind of a rapid fire on your bowling ball. And that rapid fire is not going to allow this oil, as you're watching it dissipate live in front of you, it's not going to be able to do that. And as that oil begins to pile up, the reaction is going to change. As the reaction changes, I mean, that's just never a good thing, right? Bowling's about trying to be as consistent as possible. If your reaction's changing, especially due to the fact that the oil is being able to pile up and build up on your ball. That's just never a good thing. So what I'm going to do is you can kind of see that some of that oil now has absorbed into the bowling ball, and that's indicative of what would happen if we were bowling league. But like I said, that 10th, 11th, and 12th, it wouldn't do that. So Dustin, go ahead and take your ball, and we're not going to wipe the bowling ball off this time. That was pretty good. So the ball's going to come right back. He's not going to wipe it off, and we're going to have to throw another shot. Pretty good pitch. Oh! See that? That right there, my friends, is why it's super important that you take the time to wipe off your bowling ball every shot. Now that wasn't a bad shot at all. The reaction made it look a lot worse than it was. But that's primarily because, let me see your ball again. That's primarily because that oil is being able to pile up. And as it piles up, your ball's gonna go longer, it's gonna hook less, and that's just not good for anybody. So now you have some more information about why it is so important to wipe your bowling ball off every shot. You want to get a consistent reaction. You do not want to have this on your bowling ball, that dirt and that oil. You want your bowling ball to be as clean as possible, which is why you're going to want to get you one of these CTD BAM pads from us. Now you got more information. On behalf of Dustin Zaner, I am CEO Ronald Hickler from Creating the Difference. Talk to you soon.